Buongiorno e ciao a tutti, I'm Aaron here at 99 Problemi, and today I have a video on the imperfecto for you. And we're going to be learning about the time that the imperfect describes. This is a tense that takes place in the past, and it is a little bit different than the passato prossimo. We're going to learn how to form the imperfecto, and we're going to look at some exercises to show that you understand how to form the imperfecto. So, simply put, the imperfecto describes ongoing past actions as opposed to the passato prossimo, which describes completed actions. You see that the passato prossimo is like a blip on the line, on the timeline, that is, and that the imperfecto is represented in blue as a kind of action that is going on for a certain period of time. Take, for example, the mangiavo, I was eating, and I used to eat, compared to the passato prossimo, ho mangiato, I ate, which is done and over. The imperfecto has three predictable endings. It's quite nice compared to the passato prossimo, which just has so many exceptions and different endings, and a choice between avere and essere. This is kind of a nice tense to look at right after the passato prossimo and see how predictable these are. You'll notice that in the ARE, the first conjugation, the endings are avo, avi, ava, avamo, avate, avano, and actually the ERE and the IREs are just pretty much the same with the exception of the stem vowel changing. So much so that you could even form the imperfecto by chopping off the RE and just adding the VO, VI, VA, etc. to the end of the infinitive. But it's up to you how you want to do it or how you want to envision it. I like to envision chopping the entire stem off because so many other verbs are formed that way. It seems kind of consistent to just take off the entire stem. Okay, so andare is the first conjugation. You could see you just take off the entire stem and add avo, avi, etc. Scrivere is another example. This one scrivevo, scrivevi, etc. And partire, I was leaving. Partivo, partivi, etc. Okay, so see, it's very straightforward and very simple. Of course, there are always exceptions to that. There's essere. Essere is conjugated as ero, eri, era, eravamo, eravate, erano. So you see there's quite a bit of irregularity to it, but it has this boot shape irregularity that often comes up with present tense irregulars. You notice that in the first, second, third person singular and in the third person plural, there is a regularity to it on the ER stem. And the characteristic V in the imperfect is present in the noi and voi forms. This is a critical verb, and you'll have to memorize it because it's going to come up quite a bit. Here's some other highly irregular ones. Fare, dire, dare, bere, tradurre, to translate, porre, to put down or to place, trarre, to pull out. These have irregular stems here, like FAC, so you would form, and they also, even though it's fare with an ARE, you use the ERE endings with it. So just get these copied down, and you'll be able to form them once you learn the stems. Again, these are just very common verbs, so it makes sense to spend some time learning them. If you want to say, I was doing, for fare, I was doing my homework, facevo I compiti. I was saying something, or he was saying something rather, diceva. Dare is davo, davi. Bere, to drink, bevevo. I was drinking, and so on and so forth. Alright, here are the exercises. Try out the first two. I'll pause it after that, and you can try out the rest, but let's look at the first two here. Io essere, let's say ero here. Remember that one's very irregular. And two, tu scrivevi for number 2, you were writing. Alright, pause it and restart it when you're done working on 3 through 10. Alright, the next one, 3, lui lavava, he was washing. 4, lei arrivava, she was arriving. 5, noi traducevamo, that's we were translating. That one's going to come up a lot, I'm pretty sure of it, but when it does, you can be confident that you know how to say we were translating something. 6, tu bere, bevevi. 7, loro feminine partire, partivano. Now that one's interesting because it just shows that there's really no difference between the feminine and masculine. If you've got 2 women doing something, or a group of women, it's not going to make any difference in the formation of the imperfecto. 8, loro masculine dare is davano. 9, voi pulivate, you all were cleaning. And 10, noi fare, that's facevamo, we were doing. Okay, next slide is 10 more exercises. I'll pause it here, write them down, give them a shot, and I'll be back in a second to give you the answers. Alright, 11, lui dire, he was saying, diceva. 12, lei entrare, that's entrava. 13, tu porre, you were putting down or placing something. Tu ponevi. 14, I was falling, cadevo. 15, andare, that's andavo, I was going. 16, lei essere, that's era. 17, loro fare, loro facevano. 18, voi uscire, uscivate. 19, loro salire, that's salivano. And 20, io studiare, that's studiavo. Okay, that's how you form the imperfect tense in Italian. If you're interested in getting more videos, be sure to subscribe to 99 Problemi. You can also follow 99 Problemi on Twitter at 99 Problemi, and also find us on Facebook. Grazie.